Remix is a form of creativity where people take creative work and reinterpret it by incorporating it into their own creative work. So we've seen this in the context of music. Everyone knows this album by the Beatles called the White Album. That inspired this album by Jay-Z called the Black Album. And that inspired this album by DJ Danger Mouse called the Gray Album, which literally synthesizes the tracks of the White Album and Black Album together to produce something gray. That's 2004. The equivalent of this today is something like this extraordinary phenomenon called Girl Talk. Girl Talk, this one-man band, can remix 213 separate tracks in one show, one song in one show. That's music. In the context of film, we're seeing a similar development. In 2004, this film Tarnation made its debut at Cannes, said by the BBC to wow Cannes. This was a film made for $218. The kid took video that he had shot through his whole life, and using an iMac given to him by a friend, he was able to remix it in a way that could wow Cannes and win the 2004 Los Angeles International Film Festival. Then there's an explosion of something called AMVs, anime music videos. Everyone knows anime, of course, sweeping American culture now as kids capture these cartoons and begin to consume them. Anime music videos are produced when kids take the anime and re-edit them, setting them to a new music track or setting them to some other different storyline. So it can be something as trivial as this. Something more involved like this.
Phenomena. Phenomena. Phenomena.
Or maybe most important is the explosion of this kind of expression in the context of politics. Here's one recent sample.
Good evening. The first, the second, third, and last presidential debate. I'm Jim Lance of the NewsHour. By now, we've heard all the talking points. So let's try to tell the people tonight some things that they haven't heard.
Thank you, Bob. Tom, thank you. Thank you very much, Jim.
Well, thank you, Tom. Thank you, University.
I think everybody understands. I think everybody knows now we are in the we are going through the worst financial. Senator McCain talks a lot about earmarks. Likes to talk about earmarks a lot. Let's be clear about earmarks. Earmarks account for about $18 billion of our budget in last year's budget. And when I'm president, I will go line by line through every item, page by page. So when Senator McCain is proposing
I'm sure most of you saw this extraordinary remix and expressing a natural way to express endorsement now of a particular candidate.
It was a creed written into the founding documents that declared the destiny of a nation. Yes, we can. It was whispered by slaves and abolitionists as they blazed the trail toward freedom. Yes, we can.
This still remains my favorite from Sweden.
My love, there's only you in my life, the only thing that's right.
My first love, your every breath that I take, your every step I make.
And I want to share all my love with
expectations.
Okay, all of that is still, though, in the genre of what the 20th century gave us. Fantastic, creative culture that people consume, even though it's creative work that's made by remixing other creative work. But the more interesting part of this development is to begin to think about the platform for interaction that this new technology is creating. And the focus here has got to be YouTube, which is developing increasingly a kind of call and response culture around material that is posted on YouTube. So here's a trivial example. I found this video on YouTube. So about 1.7 million people watched this video at the time I'd seen it. That video then inspired this video. Of course, about 3.2 million people watched this video. And then there were at least 20 other copycat videos after this one that I found. Or here's another example.
Soulja Boy tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. You gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right. Soulja Boy, I'm in it. Why me crank it? Why me roll? Why me crank that?
That inspired this video.
Soulja Boy tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. You just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right.
That inspired this video.
Soulja Boy tough. Hey, I got this new dance for y'all called the Soulja Boy. You just gotta punch, then crank back 3 times from left to right.
Or maybe the best expression of this that I've seen in the 15 years I've been studying this phenomenon is this extraordinary site. If you go to through-u.com, you'll find a whole album that has been made. The man made this album by taking clips from YouTube and synchronizing them together. Here's a little bit of the first song in that album.
Well, what can I do?
You could play that 16th note groove
just straight.
Going. You'll be amazed.
Okay. Do it again. All right.
We need more than one guitar part. There'll be somebody playing single notes, somebody playing chords, and they'll mix them together.
Okay. And let's just pick the mother of all funk chords. Let's pick a 9th chord.
The point here is to recognize how these are becoming conversations. One person makes a move, another person makes a response, and they build on top of each other. It is the modern equivalent of what Sousa spoke of when he spoke of the young people together singing the songs of the day or the old songs. But instead of standing on the corner or in the back lawn, they're building this creative work on a digital platform shared internationally by people as they participate in this conversation of remix.